636, listening to you, the voice of the voter. This is one of our promises here at ABC 15 this election season.
So our team at ABC 15 is dedicated to holding the powerful accountable and keeping our promise to make sure your voice is heard this election. That's why we hosted a special panel with 10 Arizona voters during last night's presidential debate between Vice President Kamala Harris and former President Donald Trump.
Our Melissa Sarbach sharing their real-time reaction.
Our panel wanted to talk a lot about the southern border. During commercial breaks, they actually circled back to border security and immigration. But of course, we started on the moderator's first question, the topic of the economy.
But even back to her CNN interview, opportunistic economy, she still hasn't explained that. Like, what is that?
Chris Byrd came into the debate leaning towards Harris, but still has questions about what her economic plan actually is. Anthony DeWitt still feels like Trump is significantly stronger on economic policy.
Great, and in the 4 years that Kamala Harris has been the vice president of the United States, it hasn't gotten much better.
When the moderators pushed Trump on his tariff proposal, the panelists were mixed. Some know it could mean higher prices for consumers, but Gina Mabee believes it's encouragement to buy local.
So I think there's kind of an unfair distortion of what the point of the tariff is, which is probably why it was left, because we all want to try to buy more local, right? To try to encourage, American industry.
On the topic of abortion, Trump boasting that his 3 Supreme Court justice picks helped overturn Roe v. Wade, giving states the decision on how to handle abortion access. Something that panelist Melissa Narvez, who is expecting her 3rd child, feels strongly against.
It's kind of what we've heard all along. There's nothing new other than, he's shifted his stance now.
Harris, meantime, stating if Congress brought forward a national bill on abortion access, she would, quote, proudly sign it into law, something Melissa says is a leading factor in her vote for the vice president. In Arizona, on a state level, abortion access will be on the ballot this year with Prop 139. The moderators also pushing both candidates on foreign policy during their time in the White House. Antoinette Qualls feels the former president excelled in this area during his 4 years.
They knew he meant what he said.
Okay.
Like if he told them, if you're going to do this, then you're going to have repercussions.
But the most discussed issue amongst panelists Tuesday was the U.S. immigration system. Martin Scott taking aim at Trump for not supporting recent border bill legislation.
That the legal immigration system is broken. So I don't know how you can support.
I wouldn't.
Hang on. Let me finish.
Spoken.
Okay. I don't know how you can seemingly support a man who killed the most recent version of the legislation.
Carlos Guadarrama, a second-generation American whose father is from Mexico, doesn't approve of Harris's action, or what he considers lack thereof, on stopping illegal immigration. His statements causing tension to erupt.
My father wanted to add value to this great country that we live in. The migrants do not have that.
I think that's an unfair
generalization.
That's very unfair.
Lourdes Pereira, a Native American, showed a different perspective.
As a citizen of the thought of the nation, we're the only tribe in Arizona that borders what we know today as Mexico. These issues of immigration and migration, I just think it's hilarious. We're talking about the border wall.
Some panelists, like Nicole Koepke, say Harris's lack of specifics solidified their vote for Trump.
It surprised me that I haven't heard more mudslinging from her, and it surprised me that most of her answers have been mudslinging in Trump's direction. It's note after note after note. What's her plan? What's her plan? I know what he did. I know what he's proposing. What's she going to do?
While others, like Nathaniel Wirt, say Harris was the only one who came across as a leader on stage, cementing his vote for her.
I am locked into Harris now. I see a strong woman who scared the crap out of a very weak man. And you see it from the time he started to now.
But the majority of our panelists, even if they left with a candidate to vote for, say they were overwhelmingly dissatisfied with the debate.
I don't know anybody that's thrilled about this election.
Marissa Sarbach, ABC 15, Arizona.